Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to imagine planting a seed. You dig a hole, drop the seed, and cover it with soil. For weeks, you water it, nurture it, and give it sunlight, but all you see is dirt. No one can tell there's a seed down there, but you know. And that's all that matters. This is the essence of working hard in silence. In a world where everyone wants to broadcast their every move, the real winners know a secret: the results speak for themselves. Imagine you're building a magnificent house. The foundation must be strong, precise, and carefully crafted, even though no one will ever see it once the structure is complete. The process of laying that foundation is slow, tedious, and often thankless. But without it, the house will crumble at the first sign of a storm. This is the essence of focusing on the process rather than the applause, pouring yourself into the unseen work that forms the bedrock of success. In today's world, where recognition is often celebrated more than the journey, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking applause before you've even built the foundation. Social media, instant gratification, and the constant need for validation can distract you from what truly matters: the process. But the truth is, success doesn't come from the moments people clap for you. It comes from the hours, days, and years of effort you put in when no one is watching. The process is where growth happens. It's where skills are developed, resilience is forged, and character is built. When you focus on the process, you're not just working toward a goal, you're becoming the kind of person who can achieve that goal. It's not about the destination, but who you become on the journey. The applause is fleeting, but the transformation that occurs during the process is lasting. Think about a musician learning to play an instrument. The initial sounds they produce might be far from pleasant. Their fingers fumble over the keys or strings, and their rhythm is inconsistent. No audience would cheer for those first attempts. But through hours of practice, repetition, and dedication, they gradually master the art. By the time they perform on stage, the audience only sees the polished performance, not the countless hours of practice that made it possible. This same principle applies to every area of life. Whether you're building a career, starting a business, or pursuing a personal goal, the process is where the magic happens. But the process is also where the challenges lie. It's where you'll face setbacks, doubts, and moments of frustration. These are the moments that test your commitment and separate those who truly want success from those who only wish for it. Focusing on the process requires patience and discipline. It's about showing up every day, even when progress feels slow or invisible. It's about trusting that your consistent effort will eventually lead to results, even if you can't see them yet. This mindset is not about ignoring the end goal, but about understanding that the goal is achieved through small, deliberate steps. One of the most profound benefits of focusing on the process is the sense of fulfillment it brings. When you're fully engaged in the work, you find joy in the act of creating, learning, and improving. The process itself becomes a source of pride and satisfaction, independent of external validation. You realize that the journey is as rewarding as the destination, if not more so. When you focus on the applause, your motivation becomes dependent on external approval. This can lead to burnout, frustration, and a sense of emptiness, especially if the applause doesn't come as quickly or as loudly as you hoped. But when you focus on the process, your motivation comes from within. You're driven by a desire to grow, to learn, and to give your best effort. This intrinsic motivation is far more sustainable and fulfilling than any external recognition. Think of the great achievers throughout history. Thomas Edison conducted thousands of experiments before inventing the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison wasn't focused on applause. He was focused on the process of discovery. His persistence and dedication to the process ultimately led to a breakthrough that changed the world. The same can be said for athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, and anyone who has achieved greatness. They understand that the applause is just a byproduct of the work. Their real focus is on honing their craft, overcoming challenges, and pushing themselves to new heights. They know that the applause will come if they stay committed to the process. Another powerful example is nature. Consider the growth of a tree. For years, it may grow slowly, its roots spreading deep into the soil to anchor it firmly. Above ground, its growth may seem insignificant, but below the surface, it's laying the foundation for its future strength and stability. When the tree finally grows tall and bears fruit, people admire its beauty and bounty, but they rarely consider the years of unseen growth that made it possible. The same principle applies to your journey. The results people applaud are just the visible tip of the iceberg. The real work happens beneath the surface, in the quiet moments when you're putting in the effort without expecting immediate recognition. Focusing on the process also shields you from the distractions of comparison. When you're focused on the applause, it's easy to look at others and feel discouraged if they seem to be ahead of you. But when you're focused on the process, you understand that everyone's journey is unique. You're not competing with others, you're competing with yourself to be better than you were yesterday. This mindset allows you to celebrate the progress of others without losing sight of your own path. It fosters humility and gratitude, qualities that are essential for long-term success. You become more resilient, adaptable, and willing to embrace challenges because you know they're an integral part of the process. As you focus on the process, it's important to set clear goals and break them down into actionable steps. Each small step is a victory in itself, a reminder that you're moving forward. Celebrate these small wins, not for the applause, but for the progress they represent. Each step brings you closer to your goal and strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve it. The journey of focusing on the process rather than the applause is not always easy, but it's always worth it. It requires a shift in perspective, a willingness to embrace the grind, and a deep commitment to your vision. But the rewards are profound: a sense of purpose, a deep satisfaction in your work, and the knowledge that you're building something meaningful. The next time you feel tempted to seek applause or validation, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Focus on the process. Trust in your effort. And know that when the time is right, the applause will come not because you sought it, but because you earned it. Quiet effort is one of the most underestimated forces in the journey to success. It's the kind of work that happens in the shadows, away from prying eyes and applause. Yet it's precisely this quiet effort that leads to the loudest and most undeniable results. In a world driven by instant gratification and constant visibility, the ability to focus on quiet, consistent work is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who merely aspire to it. When you think about success, you might picture the final moment, the applause, the recognition, the achievement. But what's less visible and far more important is the mountain of effort that led to that moment. The long hours spent practicing, learning, and refining, the countless mistakes and corrections, the sacrifices made day in and day out. These are the quiet efforts that build the foundation for remarkable results. Consider the bamboo tree, often used as a metaphor for patience and perseverance. When a bamboo seed is planted, it takes years before any visible growth occurs. During that time, the plant is growing its roots deep into the ground, establishing a strong foundation to support its future height. Then, almost suddenly, the bamboo shoots up, growing several feet in a matter of weeks. People might marvel at how quickly the bamboo grew, but the truth is that the rapid growth was only possible because of the years of unseen preparation. This principle is universal. Whether you're an athlete training for a championship, an entrepreneur building a business, or an artist perfecting your craft, the real work happens in the quiet moments when no one is watching. It's in these moments that you develop the skills, discipline, and resilience necessary to achieve extraordinary results. The loud results people eventually see are simply the culmination of these countless quiet efforts. Quiet effort is powerful because it builds substance. It's easy to create the illusion of progress posting about your goals, talking about your plans, or showcasing surface-level achievements. But true progress happens when you're willing to put in the work without seeking immediate validation. It's about focusing on the process even when the results are not yet visible. This kind of effort requires humility, patience, and an unwavering belief in your vision. One of the greatest advantages of quiet effort is that it allows you to work without the pressure of constant scrutiny. When you're not seeking attention or validation, you have the freedom to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them. You're not worried about how others perceive your progress, which means you can focus entirely on improving yourself and your craft. This creates an environment where true growth can happen. Quiet effort also builds character. It teaches you the value of persistence and discipline. It shows you that progress is not always linear, and that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. When you commit to working quietly, you learn to trust yourself and your ability to overcome challenges. You develop the inner strength to keep going, even when the path is difficult or uncertain. Another remarkable aspect of quiet effort is its compounding effect. Each small action you take may seem insignificant on its own, but over time these efforts add up. Just like compound interest in finance, the results of consistent effort multiply exponentially. What starts as a small, quiet action can eventually lead to monumental outcomes. This is why it's so important to stay consistent, even when progress feels slow or invisible. Think about the process of mastering a skill. When you first start, your progress might be slow and frustrating. You might feel like you're not improving at all. But as you continue to practice, your efforts begin to accumulate. Gradually, you start to see progress. Over time, that progress accelerates, and what once felt impossible becomes second nature. The transformation might seem sudden to an outside observer, but you know that it was the result of countless hours of quiet effort. The world often celebrates the results while overlooking the effort that went into achieving them. When a writer publishes a best-selling book, people see the finished product but not the months or years of writing, editing, and rewriting. When an athlete wins a gold medal, The crowd cheers for the victory but doesn't see the early mornings, grueling workouts, and sacrifices that made it possible. These loud results are a testament to the power of quiet effort. Quiet effort also allows you to stay grounded. When you're not constantly seeking recognition, you're less likely to be swayed by external opinions or distractions. You can focus entirely on your goals and what truly matters to you. This sense of clarity and purpose is invaluable, especially in a world full of noise and distractions. It helps you stay on track and keep moving forward even when the journey gets tough. There's a certain beauty in working quietly. It's a form of self-respect, a recognition that your work and your dreams are worth pursuing, even if no one else notices. It's about believing in yourself and your vision, regardless of external validation. This kind of confidence is incredibly powerful because it comes from within. It's not dependent on the opinions of others, which means it's unshakable. When the results of your quiet effort finally become visible, they often speak for themselves. There's no need to explain or justify your success because it's evident in the outcome. The results are so loud and undeniable that they command attention. And because these results are built on a foundation of genuine effort and hard work, they're not fleeting or superficial. They're lasting and meaningful. Quiet effort also inspires others. When people see the results of your hard work, they're often curious about how you achieved them. Your journey becomes a testament to the power of dedication and persistence. It shows others that success is possible if they're willing to put in the effort and stay committed to their goals. In this way, your quiet effort not only transforms your own life, but also has the potential to inspire and uplift those around you. Promises are easy to make. They cost nothing, require no immediate action, and often sound impressive when spoken aloud. But the reality is that the world doesn't revolve around promises, it revolves around results. Promises may capture attention temporarily, but it's the tangible outcomes that leave a lasting impact. People respect action, not intention, and this principle is at the heart of understanding why results, not promises, are what ultimately matter. Think about the times you've heard grand declarations. A person might say they're going to start a business, write a book, or transform their health. These statements are often accompanied by enthusiasm and conviction, and while they can be inspiring in the moment, they mean little without follow-through. It's not the promise of action that matters, it's the execution that turns those words into something real. Without action, a promise is nothing more than a fleeting idea, soon forgotten by others, and too often by the person who made it. When you focus on delivering results, you shift your energy from talking about what you plan to do to actually doing it. This shift is transformative. It's the difference between someone who dreams and someone who achieves. Action brings credibility and results speak for themselves. Unlike promises, results don't need to be explained or justified. They stand on their own, clear and undeniable. The world notices results because they are evidence of effort, persistence, and skill. They show that you've done the work, overcome the challenges, and delivered on your goals. Promises, on the other hand, require no effort to make and carry no proof of capability. Anyone can make a promise, but not everyone can produce results. This is why results command respect and attention in a way that promises never will. Delivering results often involves a great deal of effort behind the scenes long before anyone notices. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of sharing your plans or making bold statements about what you intend to achieve. But every moment spent talking about what you're going to do is a moment that could be spent actually working toward it. Results don't require announcements. They come naturally when you dedicate yourself to consistent, focused effort. In the world of business, this principle is especially evident. Companies don't thrive on promises, they thrive on performance. A business might promise to deliver exceptional service or revolutionary products, but if it fails to meet those expectations, it will quickly lose customers and credibility. Conversely, a company that consistently delivers outstanding results will earn trust, loyalty, and success without needing to make grand declarations. Actions, not words, build reputations. This idea applies to personal goals as well. Imagine someone who frequently tells their friends about their plans to get in shape. They describe the workouts they'll do, the diet they'll follow, and the goals they'll achieve. Yet weeks or months pass and there's no visible progress. Compare this to someone who simply starts the work quietly going to the gym, making healthier choices and sticking to their plan. Over time, their results become evident. The transformation in their appearance, energy, and confidence speaks louder than any words ever could. The distinction between promises and results is also critical in leadership. A leader who makes promises but fails to deliver will quickly lose the respect and trust of their team. On the other hand, a leader who consistently produces results, even without making elaborate promises, earns credibility and loyalty. People are drawn to those who deliver because it demonstrates reliability, competence, and integrity. When others see that your actions align with your words, they know they can count on you. Focusing on results rather than promises also cultivates a stronger sense of accountability. When you prioritize results, you hold yourself to a higher standard. You understand that it's not enough to talk about what you want to achieve, you must take the necessary steps to make it happen. This mindset keeps you grounded and ensures that your efforts are directed toward meaningful progress rather than empty declarations. Results also have a compounding effect. When you consistently deliver, people take notice. Opportunities start to come your way because others recognize your ability to follow through. Whether it's in your career, personal life, or community, results build a reputation that opens doors. They create momentum, making it easier to achieve even greater success in the future. Promises, by contrast, rarely generate this kind of momentum because they lack the tangible proof of achievement. The journey to producing results requires discipline, focus, and resilience. It's not always glamorous, and it often involves setbacks, challenges, and hard work that no one else sees. But this journey is also what makes the results so powerful. When you achieve something meaningful, it reflects not only the outcome, but also the effort and growth that went into it. Results are a testament to your commitment and perseverance. One of the most valuable aspects of focusing on results is the confidence it builds. When you consistently set goals and achieve them, you develop a sense of trust in your own abilities. You know that you can handle challenges, overcome obstacles, and deliver on your commitments. This self-assurance is far more valuable than any fleeting recognition from making promises. It becomes a foundation for future success, empowering you to tackle even bigger goals. There's also a practical side to focusing on results. When you're committed to achieving outcomes, you naturally become more strategic and efficient. You prioritize actions that move you closer to your goals and eliminate distractions that don't contribute to your success. This focus ensures that your energy is directed toward what truly matters, increasing your chances of success. It's important to recognize that delivering results doesn't mean you have to achieve perfection or avoid making mistakes. Results come from progress, not perfection. The key is to take consistent action, learn from setbacks, and keep moving forward. Even small, incremental progress is valuable because it demonstrates your commitment to the process and builds toward larger achievements over time. While it's natural to feel excited about your goals and want to share them with others, it's worth asking yourself whether talking about your plans is helping or hindering your progress. In many cases, keeping your intentions private and focusing on the work allows you to channel all your energy into achieving your goals. When the results are finally visible, they will speak volumes far louder than any promise could. Ultimately, the world notices results because they are tangible, measurable, and real. They provide evidence of your effort and capability, leaving no room for doubt or speculation. Results inspire trust and admiration because they show that you are someone who can turn vision into reality. While promises may generate temporary excitement, results create lasting impact. The next time you feel the urge to make a bold promise or announce your intentions, pause and reflect. Ask yourself whether your energy is better spent talking about your goals or working toward them. Focus on the actions that will bring your vision to life, and trust that the results will speak for themselves when the time comes. By dedicating yourself to producing meaningful outcomes, you'll not only achieve your goals, but also build a reputation and legacy that truly matters. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the force that keeps you focused on your goals when distractions try to pull you in every direction. In a world overflowing with noise, opportunities for procrastination, and constant demands on your attention, discipline becomes your greatest ally. Without it, even the most ambitious plans falter, and the potential for greatness is left unrealized. Discipline, not desire, is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who merely wish for them. Distraction is everywhere. It's in the endless scroll of social media, the temptation to binge watch your favorite show, or the lure of countless notifications vying for your attention. These distractions are designed to be enticing, to capture your focus and keep you engaged. The problem is that while they may provide temporary enjoyment, they often divert you from the actions that truly matter, the ones that bring you closer to your dreams. The first step in choosing discipline over distraction is recognizing the true cost of distraction. Every moment spent indulging in a distraction is a moment taken away from your progress. It's time you can never get back, energy you could have used to create, and opportunities lost to move closer to your goals. Distractions may feel harmless in the moment, but their cumulative effect can be devastating. They chip away at your focus and productivity, leaving you further from where you want to be. Discipline, on the other hand, is about making intentional choices. It's the ability to say no to short-term pleasures in favor of long-term rewards. It's waking up early to work on your goals when it would be easier to stay in bed. It's staying focused on your task even when it becomes challenging or monotonous. Discipline requires effort, but it also brings immense rewards. It's the foundation of consistency, and consistency is the key to achieving anything worthwhile. Developing discipline begins with clarity. You need to know what you're working toward and why it matters to you. Without a clear vision, it's easy to fall prey to distractions because you don't have a compelling reason to stay focused. Take the time to define your goals and be specific. Vague aspirations like I want to be successful or I want to be healthier are not enough. Instead, set clear, measurable objectives. I want to increase my income by 20% this year, or I want to lose 15 pounds in the next 6 months. The clearer your goal, the easier it is to stay disciplined. Once you have clarity, the next step is to create a plan. Discipline thrives on structure, and a well-thought-out plan provides that structure. Break your goal into smaller, manageable steps and establish a timeline for completing each one. A detailed plan not only keeps you on track, but also gives you a sense of accomplishment as you complete each milestone. It's much easier to stay disciplined when you know exactly what you need to do and when you need to do it. A critical aspect of discipline is learning to manage your environment. Your surroundings play a significant role in your ability to stay focused. If you're constantly surrounded by distractions, it's much harder to maintain discipline. Take proactive steps to minimize these distractions. Turn off unnecessary notifications on your phone, create a dedicated workspace free from interruptions, and set boundaries with others to protect your time. By creating an environment that supports your goals, you make it easier to stay disciplined. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating discipline is the practice of delayed gratification. In our instant gratification society, the ability to postpone immediate rewards in favor of long-term benefits is a rare but invaluable skill. When you choose discipline over distraction, you're prioritizing what truly matters over what feels good in the moment. It's the decision to study instead of scrolling through social media, to exercise instead of watching TV, or to invest in your future instead of spending on fleeting pleasures. These small, consistent choices add up over time, leading to significant results. Building discipline also requires self-awareness. You need to understand your habits, triggers, and tendencies. What distractions are you most susceptible to? When are you most likely to lose focus? By identifying these patterns, you can develop strategies to address them. For example, if you know you're easily distracted by your phone, consider using apps that block social media during work hours. If you tend to lose focus in the afternoon, plan your most important tasks for the morning when your energy is higher. Self-awareness allows you to anticipate challenges and create solutions before they derail your progress. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. There will be days when distractions get the better of you or when your motivation wanes. What matters is that you get back on track as quickly as possible. Don't let a momentary lapse turn into a pattern. Recognize that setbacks are a normal part of the process and use them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you strengthen your ability to stay focused, making it easier to do so in the future. Another important element of discipline is accountability. It's much easier to stay committed to your goals when you have someone holding you accountable. This could be a mentor, a friend, or even a public commitment. Sharing your goals with others creates a sense of responsibility and motivates you to follow through. Accountability partners can also provide encouragement, feedback, and support when you face challenges. One of the biggest misconceptions about discipline is that it's purely about willpower. While willpower plays a role, it's not enough on its own. Discipline is about creating systems and habits that support your goals. Habits are powerful because they automate your actions, reducing the need for constant decision-making. When you establish habits aligned with your goals, discipline becomes less about resisting distractions and more about following routines. For example, if you build the habit of exercising every morning, you don't have to rely on willpower to decide whether to work out. It becomes a natural part of your day. Discipline also requires a mindset shift. Instead of viewing it as restrictive or burdensome, see it as empowering. Discipline is not about depriving yourself, it's about choosing what's best for you. It's about taking control of your time, energy, and focus so that you can create the life you want. When you embrace discipline as a tool for freedom and fulfillment, it becomes easier to prioritize it over distractions. One of the most inspiring aspects of discipline is the confidence it builds. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you prove to yourself that you're capable of staying focused and achieving your goals. This self-trust is incredibly empowering. It creates a positive feedback loop where your success reinforces your discipline, making it even stronger. Over time, this confidence extends to other areas of your life, enabling you to tackle bigger challenges and pursue even greater ambitions. Discipline also teaches you the value of time. When you prioritize discipline over distraction, you start to see time as your most precious resource. You become more intentional about how you spend it, focusing on activities that align with your goals and values. This shift in perspective not only increases your productivity, but also enhances your overall quality of life. You begin to experience the satisfaction that comes from making progress and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're using your time wisely. Choosing discipline over distraction is not always easy, but it's always worth it. It requires effort, commitment, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. Distractions often provide an escape from the challenges and uncertainties of pursuing your goals, but discipline keeps you grounded. It reminds you of what truly matters and helps you stay focused even when the journey gets tough. Overcoming distraction and cultivating discipline is a lifelong process. It's not something you achieve overnight, nor is it something you perfect once and for all. It's a daily choice, a continuous effort to prioritize what's important over what's convenient. But with each choice, you build the habits, mindset, and resilience needed to succeed. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes, and the greater the rewards you'll reap. In the end, discipline over distraction is about honoring your commitments to yourself. It's about respecting your dreams enough to give them the time and attention they deserve. It's about recognizing that every small, disciplined action brings you closer to the life you envision. While distractions may offer fleeting moments of pleasure, discipline creates lasting fulfillment. It's the foundation of success, the key to achieving your goals, and the path to becoming the best version of yourself. So my friends, work hard in silence. Let your actions be the thunder and your results the applause. When you walk into a room with success written all over you, trust me, people will notice. As Jim Rohn would remind us, success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. Go out there, dig deep, work hard, and let the results make all the noise.